Hey, my YouTube family, welcome back to Melda 242. I am Melda. Today, this one is highly requested. Bahamian Cassava bread. Let's do it. Okay, right now I'm just squeezing out the liquid from this grated cassava. This is 3 sticks of cassava. Squeezing out this liquid. I don't want this liquid into my cassava bread. This liquid, the Arawak Indians, they use this to paint themselves with, as well as an insect repellent to keep the bugs away. So right now I'm just breaking it up with this paddle. Breaking it up. All of the liquid is out. The only liquid that would be in this is what I'm going to put in. I don't want the cassava liquid in it. And I'm just going to melt this stick of butter. Of course it is, I can't believe it isn't butter. So whatever you have, margarine, use whatever you have. I always try to keep my ingredients as simple as possible. Okay. Now this scoop is 2/3 of a cup. So I'm going to use one of this of honey, as well as 2/3 cup of sugar. But before I add the honey, let's just get this butter over the cassava. Alright, just like that, all melted good. Nice and soft. Butter and the cassava. Okay, so like I said, this scoop is 2/3 of a cup, so I'm going to use one of this of honey and 2/3 of a cup of sugar. So mommy used just white sugar. Now I'm using hard honey and hard sugar. I would like to use all honey to sweeten it, but the honey is too expensive. So I'm just doing half and half. My Grammy would say, get every drop out. Scrape it out. So she would say, all on it. And I know what she meant. Wants all of it. Don't leave nothing in it. That's the honey. 2/3 of a cup. Now I'm going to add the nutmeg. A half teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay, that should do it. That's the nutmeg. Now the cinnamon. 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now you don't want to use more than that because cinnamon has a strong flavor and it would overpower everything. Next is the vanilla. 1 tablespoon of that. So that's nutmeg, cinnamon, and vanilla. Salt would help balance it off. A little bit of that. Next is the sugar. This scoop is 1/3 of a cup, so I'm going to need 2 of these to equal the amount of honey. Now, like I said, my mommy only used the sugar, but I have honey, so I'm just using both. A little of each. Now the milk. So I'm using 1 cup of this. Same scoop, 2/3 of a cup. So I'll use 1 full cup of this, as well as half of it to make 1 full cup. Math 101, when the denominators are the same, you add the numerators. Write it over the denominator. And if it is the same, it should be 1. 3/3 is the same as 1 cup. That's it. Now I can combine everything together. Give it a little mixing before adding this coconut. Okay, that's a 1.5 cups of grated coconut. It was peeled and grated by guess who? My husband. All right. That's the coconut. He loves coconut in his potato bread, and he loves coconut in the cassava bread. You love it, so peel them. I'll put it in. You think the potato bread was good? Wait until you try this recipe. Oh my word. Remember, this can be served with stew fish, boiled fish, stew conch, any type of sauce, chicken, pig feet, turkey, mutton, sheep tongue, whatever type of sauce you're making, stew. Try some with this. Oh, for God's sake, this will be a hit. And I'm still bringing it home. We are having cassava bread with chicken sauce today, so that's the reason for me making this. My channel is just stuff that I cook every day. Whatever I cook for my family, I record and share it with you. Nothing special. Just try to bring the restaurant home. So this is cassava bread we're having. All right. Now it's time for the flour. This recipe calls for 1 1/4 cup. I'm going to begin with 1 cup first. This is regular flour. Regular white flour. All purpose. That's 1 cup. So now I'm going to mix this up. Okay. All mixed up. Let's go. Combine everything together. So let's recap. I have the flour, coconut, nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla, salt, honey, milk, flour, and the cassava in this bowl. I'm mixing that up. All right. Everything mixed up. If you want a chewy like cassava bread, just leave the liquid in it, but I don't like the liquid in my own. I like a stiff, firm cassava bread. I've had that chewy one before, but I don't like that. So I would just squeeze out all of that liquid and add enough flour. You would have a nice, firm cassava bread. Try it. It doesn't have to be like that, the gummy candy. Oh no, I don't like that. The mixture should look like that, just like this. Just like it. Stiff. Nice and thick. This is Bahamian cassava bread. Now it's ready for the pan. Adding some palm to the pan just to grease it so that it would not stick. A lot of flavored palm. Okay. Add the mixture to the dish. Grandmother would say, all on it, get every drop out. So I am just adding the mixture to the pan, every bit. She said, get every drop. My grandmother actually said every drop. I would always wonder why. What did she mean? But as I get older, I understood her language. Okay, so don't leave anything in it. Take every bit of it out. Okay, now I'm just leveling it off in this pan. You know, presentation is important, so if it looks good, I'm sure it will taste good. So making it nice and beautiful in the pan. Oh my word. That's it. This is cassava bread. It's not going to be chewy. Oh no. It's going to be firm. Nice. Don't like that chewy one. Try this recipe and you will see what I'm talking about. Okay. So I'm going to put this in the oven. The oven is preheated at 350 for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. There you have it. Alright, that's not chewy. This is the real thing. Bahamian cassava bread. I must give my aunt a shout out as well. Diana Williams, Cash in Eleuthera. Hello. Thank you everyone for watching this video all the way to the end. Please give me a thumbs up. Share me out. God bless you and I will see you in the next one.